All right, in this video, this is dividing fractions part 2, and we're going to be thinking about division the other way. So instead of thinking of it as how many times can something go in to something else, we're going to be thinking about this as evenly splitting something up. How big is each piece when you break something up evenly? So for example from yesterday, how much do you get if you break 35 into 5 parts? This is the other way of thinking about it. We're going to be using it this way because we're going to be dividing fractions by a whole. So we're going to be taking a fraction amount and then breaking it up into even smaller pieces. So we're going to say that Danny has 2/3 of a yard of ribbon and he has 4 balloons and he wants to attach the ribbon onto the end of the balloons so that he can carry them around happily. And if he attaches the same length of ribbon to each balloon, he wants the strings to be exactly the same length, then how much ribbon or string will each balloon get? So let's think about what we're being asked to do here. What equation are we going to translate this into? So we should think of this as being 2/3 divided by 4 because he starts off with 2/3. That's our dividend, and we're breaking it up into 4 parts for the 4 balloons. So we're dividing 2/3 by 4. Okay, so let's start by making an area model for this. So we have 2/3, so I'm going to draw a hole, and then I'm going to make 2/3 out of it. I'm going to shade in those 2/3 here. You're doing this as well. We're making 2/3 on our paper. And then I want to break this up into fourths and see how much that gives me. So I'm going to then break it up into 4 sections going the other direction. This should remind you of what we did when we multiplied fractions. It looks really similar, right? So we're breaking it up into 4 pieces, and I just want one of those pieces because I'm dividing it by 4. And what that leaves me with is these 2 sections right here. 1, 1, 2. And so for my answer, I have 2 pieces out of, if I look at the whole thing, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. There are 12 pieces total, so 2/12 is the answer, which of course can be simplified to 1/6. If this process feels similar to you to when you did 2/3 times 1/4, that's good. Remember that. It's okay that those feel the same, and we're going to talk more about why that is in tomorrow's video. But keep thinking about that because that's a good observation to make. Okay, so now we're going to try 2 more. If you feel comfortable with this already, I want you to go ahead and pause, draw the model, and see if you can find an answer for each one, remembering to simplify if possible. If you're still not quite sure, that's fine. Maybe pause and think about it for a minute and then just watch and copy down as I do it. So on the first one, my first step is to take a whole and break it up into 7ths. And then I want to have 5 of those 7ths. So I'm going to shade in 5. And then we're supposed to be dividing this by 2. So I'm going to divide it by 2, going the other direction. And since I divided by 2, I only want 1/2 of it. And so that means that I'm going to keep 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 out of, well, I started with 7 and then I broke it in half, so that means there must be 14 total, which cannot be simplified. So 5/7 divided by 2 equals 5/14. Interesting. Look and see if you can notice any patterns there either, because there's important stuff going on here. On the second one, we started off with just a half. But then we needed to break it up into fifths. And since I only want one of those fifths like that, that means that we're just taking this one area right there, which gives me 1 out of 10 total pieces. So 1/2 divided by 5 equals 1/10. The second idea from this video is we are going to just briefly look at how to divide a fraction by a fraction. We'll talk about this more tomorrow, but we're going to kind of introduce it. So let's say that Miss Souther has 3/4 of a cup of sugar, and she wants to make some cupcakes, and each cupcake calls for 1/4 of a cup of sugar. So how many cupcakes can she make? So this would be represented by 3/4 divided by 1/4, because we're trying to see how many times 1/4 can go into 3/4. So let's start with a model. We're going to start with 3/4, like that. And then we want to know how many times 1/4 goes in. Well, in this one, you can just sort of see it, that right here we have 1/4, right here we have 1/4, right here we have 1/4. So there's 3 1/4 within 3/4. And maybe you just knew that right off the bat, that this could happen 3 times. 3/4 divided by 1/4 gives you 3. It sort of looks weird on paper, but when you think about it, it makes sense that 1/4 goes into 3/4 3 times. Okay, let's try it again. This time we're going to do 1/2 divided by 1/6. We'll draw a model. All right, so we start off with 1/2. Now I want to know how many times 1/6 can go into it. And we might be inclined to draw the 6th going the other direction, but since we're seeing how many times it goes in, it actually makes a lot more sense to try and kind of subdivide this down into 6ths. So now I've got it broken up into 6ths for each section, and I can see that 1, 2, 3 of them fit into that 1/2. So 3 1/6 fit into 1/2. So 1/2 divided by 1/6 gives us 3. Now you might feel like this doesn't really seem like a great method. What if they didn't go in evenly? And there's a lot of problems with trying to use an area model when you're dividing a fraction by a fraction. So tomorrow's video, you're going to get to learn a more efficient way to do this. For right now, though, I want us to be thinking about what this actually means when you're dividing a fraction by a fraction. You're seeing how many times that fraction can fit in. All right, so finally, let's do our practice problem. So for your practice problem, you are going to be dividing 3/4 by 5. Make sure to draw a model for it, show all your work, and simplify if possible.